Oliver and Felicity had settled into a seemingly happily ever after fairy tale life in suburbia. Just when Oliver thought he left his vigilante days behind him, he was visited by Thea and Laurel, who told him that Star City was in trouble and they needed his help. Star City was being overtaken by a new enemy called the Ghosts, who were followers of the diabolical Damien Dark. Dark and his ghosts worked for an organization referred to as Hive, whom had wicked plans for Star City. Dark was so diabolical and influential that he even managed to blackmail Captain Lance into working for him by threatening to kill Laurel if Lance did not do what Dark asked of him. When Oliver realized what his city was up against, he decided to suit up once more, only this time he would be following a new set of rules. Instead of fighting darkness with darkness, he would be the light emerging from the shadows. He made a new name for himself, the Green Arrow. Laurel took it upon herself to use the pit to bring her sister Sarah back from the dead. Sarah was murdered by Malcolm in the Season 3 premiere episode. Like Thea, Sarah was fully restored by the Lazarus Pit. There was just one problem. Since she was dead, and not wounded like Thea, she returned without her soul. This led Oliver to a desperate action, which was to call in his old friend, John Constantine. Constantine assisted Oliver and the rest of Team Arrow, and used his magic to help restore Sarah's soul. In a crossover episode with The Flash, Oliver discovered a secret of his very own. We learned that Oliver had an affair with a woman named Samantha, and he got her pregnant. After being paid off by Moira, Oliver's mother, Samantha told Oliver that she lost the baby and she moved back to Central City. Oliver discovered it was all a lie, and learned that he was a father. Samantha ordered Oliver that if he wanted to be a part of his son's life, he had to keep it a secret from everyone, including Felicity. After being tricked by Oliver into handing over the League of Assassins, Malcolm Merlyn took the information he had learned about Oliver being a father and reported it back to Damien Dark. Damien ordered the kidnapping of Oliver's son as a way to coax Oliver into dropping out of the race for the office of mayor, so that Ruth Adams, Dark's wife, would become mayor of Star City. After a successful rescue mission that resulted in Oliver's son being rescued and Damien landing behind bars, Oliver was met with heartbreak once more. Felicity decided to end their relationship, unable to put up with the lies any longer. Despite all these happenings, Oliver knew he had to focus on the task at hand, and that was defeating Damien Dark and saving Star City. The fight against Damien was brutal, as Damien was always one step ahead of Team Arrow. Oliver began to focus on finding out as much as he could about Dark's ghosts, which lead him to discovering a major secret. Diggle's brother Andy was alive, and he was one of Dark's ghosts. After capturing Andy and holding him in a cell for weeks, Diggle tried to convince Oliver that it was okay and that they could trust Andy, or so they thought. Andy betrayed Team Arrow and helped orchestrate Dark's release from prison, while Team Arrow attempted to take down Dark gained the upper hand. This resulted in one of the most tragic moments we have ever seen on Arrow. Dark stabbed Laurel, ultimately killing her. Following Laurel's death, Oliver realized that killing Dark was the only answer. After stumbling upon Dark's hidden lair, Oliver forced Dark to the surface. Oliver focused on channeling all the light that was inside of him, which enabled him to summon his light magic to defeat Damien Dark in a final showdown battle in Star City. Surprisingly, he wasn't alone. Half of Star City's population came out of the woodworks to help the Green Arrow defeat Damien Dark and his ghosts. Now, we are at odds. Diggle left Team Arrow to go re-enlist in the army. Thea left the team to take some time for herself. Captain Lance left Star City with Donna Smoke to also get away for some time. Currently, all that remains of Team Arrow is Oliver and Felicity, who have a pretty broken relationship of their very own. Following the death of Ruth Adams, who was killed in the crossfire between Team Arrow and their enemy Anarchy, Oliver was elected for the position of mayor, interim mayor to be exact.